The video. Yes, here it is. Good morning. Hello. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Are we here yet? Looks a bit dodgy this morning. Oh, I see it now. Good morning. I'm here. It's on. So, welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's my birthday today. 53 years old today. Birthdays have me thinking on the past I tend to remember other people's birthdays. Because my birthdays have been such a disappointment, really, throughout my life, nobody doing anything for me special, especially as a child, I would make a big deal of it for everyone else and do a lot of things. And I tend to remember what I've done for other people's birthdays to make them really special. Be nice if someone did that for me. Maybe one day it will happen. Hey, Teresa. Thank you so much. So, birthday special. One question readings. If you want a one question reading today, you can book in for one. If you're on here live with me, there is a comment that's pinned up top of the live chat that tells you how to get one. If you're watching the replay, then you'll find a link for my one question readings down there in the description box where it says see more. And you can get one at any time because I'll do it right at the start of the next live show. Had my nails done yesterday. Aren't they cool? Really like them. Funky. Okay. Apart from that, let's get focused on trauma release. Perhaps birthday trauma release. Have you got birthday traumas too? One of the things that has been coming up for me, this kind of thing only pops into my mind when it's my birthday. But there was one year where I was at uni and my parents asked me, could I come home and take care of their house? It was like a homestead. They had hens, dog, cats, peacock, and vegetables grown and stuff like that. And so always needed to be someone there to take care of it all. So they asked me could I go back, and I said yes. And so I went back, but it was when it was my birthday. They'd gone away on holiday and I'd forgotten about my birthday, and that hit hard for me doing something for them. Yeah. I showed a level of like disregard completely. So birthday trauma, perhaps that's what we're talking about today. Let's see. There's one birthday I remember in particular, which was my ex-husband's 30th, because I got him a balloon flight for it. He never did anything like that for me, but because I would have remembered if he had. That was a particularly good one. Hey, Dina. Has anyone else had similar experiences? And I know it's a trauma response that I would make such a big deal of other people's birthdays. So much so that with my kids, I'd make them king and queen for the day. So it'd be a birthday king or birthday queen, and everyone else had to do what the birthday king and queen wanted to do. So it used to be a lot of fun those days. But yeah, it was as a result of it not happening to me, and I didn't want anyone else to feel that way. And I think that's what happens to a lot of us, right? Healers, empaths, is that as a result of trauma, we tend to not want anyone else to experience that same thing. And so we compensate for it for others, give them the experience. However, what I've found is it's always best to do it for ourselves. It's us that's missed out, right? Not other people. And so we could be lavishing attention on people that have had a lot of attention. They don't have the issue. We project our issues onto other people. I don't want them to feel like that, the way that I feel. And so I'll make sure that they don't by doing this for them and then disregarding it. It's actually us that has got that issue. Not them, us. And it's us that needs to sort it out, right? Thank you, Velma. Yay. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about choices that we make. confusion about choices that we make. And that can be it, right? Because when we're talking about receiving, especially from other people, it can feel like it's not ours, right? It's like, how am I choosing this then? How am I choosing this? People that don't make an effort. I'm not just talking about birthdays now, of course. Could be talking about romantic relationships or anything really, friendships. People not making an effort. Now, what I've found is that most of us are self-centered. We have to be. Western culture is such that we have to look after ourselves. Like the collective isn't going to look after you. Families, in a lot of cases, aren't even going to look after you, and so you have to look after yourselves. And it's made us very busy, right? We have to be focused on supporting ourselves, because the collective, it would be so much easier if we were doing it in communities, so much easier. But we've been pitted against each other instead, each for their own, and yeah, it's made things difficult. So what I'm trying to say is there's not that many people out there able, willing to give. Another way of putting it is, cup's got to be full in order to give. And who's got a full cup? Not many. When we're talking emotionally, we're talking about having to do the self-love thing and the working on ourselves to fill our emotional cups up. Or in other words, to resolve the trauma within ourselves, and so it can be available to give to others. And even then, once we've done that, we recognize when other people haven't done it. Hey, Barbara. And it's a full moon. Oh, powerful one. Fellow Taurus, Kim, when's your birthday? We've got the Page of Cups. We can but dream, right? The Page of Cups is about having a positive attitude. We can but dream. Yeah, and so now I don't see myself as a victim of it anymore. Perhaps from my parents, yes, but from everyone else, no. It's not about me. It's about them. So it's not that I don't deserve love or anything special. It's that they perhaps didn't have the trauma causing them to realize that this was a thing of feeling left out when nobody makes it special for you. Or, 26, oh, yours is coming up for 2 days. Well, I hope you have a really happy one as well, Kim. Have a show on that day as well. So Page of Cups, we can but wish, or get focused on the positive, get focused on those that do, even a little. So what I'm trying to say here is, as a result of trauma, we tend to fill others' cups, projecting our issues onto them because we don't want them to feel the way that we're feeling. So we will go out of our way to do extra, thinking that they've got that issue too and that they're sensitive to it. And so we're wishing that someone would do that for us, and they don't do it for us because they don't have the same conditioning. They don't have that same, this is a problem, I need to do this for this person. And so we're expecting too much in a way. And the Page of Cups often has that energy of, there's something not quite right here about this fantasy thinking. There's something a little bit dysfunctional about it. So we're expecting, like I said about the birthdays, like with something really special. Velma, you're the 8th of May. It's kind of weird how you put the dates the wrong way around. Day, month, year kind of makes sense, doesn't it? The smallest one first, and then the next biggest, and then the next biggest. It's kind of weird the way that you put it that way around, but whatever we used to, huh? So yeah, Page of Cups. We might be expecting too much and then be disappointed too much. Wow, we've got so many Taurus in here. How about that? Taurus tribe. That's cool. So we might be extra disappointed because people don't make such a big deal of it as we would, because they're not as tricked. Interesting. I've never looked at it from that perspective before. Now the news. Look. It's healed. It's healed. Just a tiny little dot now. Don't need to have a dressing on it anymore. Very happy about that. Very happy about being able to have proper showers and stand in the shower and do everything in there instead of standing on one leg. So I'll be going back to training tomorrow and I can't wait. I had a nice day yesterday. Excuse me. I went for a walk on the beach in the morning. And then I went to have my nails done. Cool, huh? And then I went out for lunch because one of my favourite meals, I hardly ever go out to eat, but one of my favourite meals, which is kingfish curry with rice and salad and naan bread. You have to order it the night before when they're doing it as a special, and then you go and have it at lunchtime. And so after I got my nails done, I went there. So it was kind of my birthday treat day yesterday. I treated myself. It was good. Very good. Apart from the naan bread. And that wasn't, I had a couple of bites of it and I thought, it's not that nice. It's not worth eating all these calories. And getting the inflammation from the bread. That was my thought process. Not worth it. If I'm going to eat a lot of calories, it's got to be nice. And then the other part of the meal was enough calories anyway. Queen of Pentacles. Solid, stable. It's like building our stability up. We're talking about receiving today, aren't we? Well, that's the way I'm taking it, perhaps because that's what I'm focused on. So the Seven of Cups, we don't know how we're choosing it, but Page of Cups says that we're fantasy thinking, perhaps expecting too much, and so we're disappointed when people don't make as big a deal of it as we want them to make because we are triggered. Queen of Pentacles, stability. Tell us more about this stability. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about receiving what you're worth. I just want to read both of those out from this book, in fact. The Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. It's getting paid what you're worth. What deck is it? Oh yeah. If anyone wants a one question reading, go ahead, book yourself in. Also, it's full moon, so the full moon readings are $30 off on my website right now. Full moon readings. What's a full moon reading? What you need to let go of and what you need to take responsibility for. That's what it is. Book yourself in for one of those. We've got a couple of them booked in. And I'll be doing those later today, I think. Queen of Pentacles. Keep my days off as open as I can. Queen of Pentacles says, we see the Queen of Pentacles in the midst of a lush green garden. Her dress is made of tulips and connects her with the surrounding flora and fauna. Under her wide skirt rests a rabbit family, symbolizing the Queen's protective nature, especially for those under her care. Yeah. See, this is us protecting everyone else, right, from the stuff that's happened to us. The Queen carries flowers in a basket and wears a formal jacket, which illustrates that she has a serious working woman. She is a serious working woman and a good provider. So there we are, nurturing, making sure other people don't have the same trauma that we do. I was getting that anyway, right? And the Eight of Pentacles is, got a lot of pentacles here. Oh no, that's Seven of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. On this card, we see an artist with 8 colourful butterflies. The woman is concentrating on painting the butterfly's wings, hoping to develop her creative working skills even further. She paints with ease and pleasure, focusing on each tiny detail. Nothing distracts her dedicated work and her diligence. It is about getting paid your worth, though, this card, but it's about focus, discipline. You know, it brings me back to the full moon reading. Today's tarot being getting on with our what we want to do in the world, which, thank you HV, which is often more simple. I'm saying that because of the readings that I've done lately, the private readings I've done lately. It's often more simple than we think. Our egos, our traumatized selves think that we need to do something grand in order to please people, in order to get validated, in order to be loved, in order to be successful. However, what truly makes a human being happy tends to be more simple. And we know when we go after those big achievements to please other people and all of that, or to please society, we're doing what we see on social media or TV or whatever. We think that that's what we should go for and that's what's going to make us happy. And then I did it in my 20s. I had it all. And then I'm like, but I feel so empty and not happy, unhappy. And I've done all the things that society says that I should be doing. I had a 6-bedroom house and I had a brand new car, and I was not only working term time so I could have all the time with the children, I was going on holiday like 3 times a year, and a very well paid job, corporate job. And it's like I was thinking about getting a house that was even bigger, with a bigger garden. I thought maybe it's the garden size. And then I woke up, and thank God I did. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? So I've experienced it, and you might have experienced it in your life too. When you get there, when you get these things and these achievements, and you make your parents happy, and everyone else is like, yeah, you're doing really well. And you're like, I am so unhappy. It's not making me happy, this. And so then you throw it all up in the air, and I'm quitting all of this, and I'm going to go off and be a healer. And they're like, how could you? It's like, but now I'm happy. Now I'm happy and no one else is happy. Right? That's the way it goes. So that's the people-pleasing aspect of it. It's not really people-pleasing, is it? It's trying to get validation. But that chasing of stuff, it's not just material stuff, but that chasing of things, it doesn't actually make us happy. And hopefully, when we grow up, we realize what truly makes us happy, and we make better decisions for ourselves. And it's often downsizing. It's often we set new goals, but they are the smaller goals, and it's more about our happiness, you know. And that's what I'm getting here, is protecting everyone else from the traumas that you've been through. 8 of Pentacles is, and that's what I was saying in the today's tarot for this full moon. It's saying, like, stop wasting your life. Get on with the things that you want to do now, which often makes everyone go, because they're scared. Because what is your thing isn't going to be my thing, and I'm going to go when you do it, and you're going to go when I do it, and all of that. It's that kind of stuff. It's like, oh God, she's given everything up, all the stability, all of this money and the prestige and that thing that everyone else is saying, wow, you're doing really great. Like when somebody leaves the marriage, you know, and it seems that they've got everything together, and they must be really happy because they've got all this money and this big house and everything. They've got everything. How could they possibly be unhappy, right? Looking from the outside is often the opposite. And then we look at people that seem to have nothing and they're really happy. It's not the nothing, that's the thing. It's the mindset, and it's being fully yourself. And making the decisions for yourself of what you want to do, you know. So we might be nudged, not just by me, but by this full moon, to get on with it. Get on with what we want to do. Get on with making those decisions and make everyone else go, 7 of Wands, protect ourselves. Let's read it out. 7 of Wands. Well, had a very interesting day yesterday too, with regards to learning things. Went for a walk on the beach in the morning, which is something that I couldn't do when my leg was really infected, because I couldn't get it wet or dirty or anything like that, you know. It had dressing on it, but walking on the beach wasn't an option, especially when it was really painful. But once it started getting better, I started walking on the beach again. So once I was clear that it wasn't infected anymore and it stopped hurting so much, I started walking on the beach in the morning again and noticed a difference in myself. And not yesterday, the day before, in the evening, I was listening to a podcast, and just part of that podcast, he mentioned about grounding, earthing, grounding, and putting our bare feet on the earth or sand or grass or dirt, and how he was saying you can just look it up, look up the blood changes. You can see like someone's blood under a microscope before they do it, and then after they do grounding. And so I looked it up. I heard that the night before. I went for a walk on the beach yesterday morning, and I'm like, I actually do feel better when I walk on the beach, of course, because it's beautiful, but there's something different about it. And then I thought, I wonder, this grounding thing, I wonder if I sleep better, feel better, all of those things, recover better when I have my walks on the beach, which will be the only time that I'm barefoot, touching the earth. And so when I got back, I'm like, oh yeah, he said about checking out the blood changes. So I found it on YouTube. And it was this old lady and this scientist guy, doctor guy, pricked her finger, put the blood on a slide, put it under the microscope, and he had the big screen there and showing us what the blood looked like. And it looked like red blood cells, they're like little plates, aren't they? All clumped together and slowly like budging into each other and slowly moving. And then she went outside and she just stood outside for 10 minutes. She came back in again and did the same thing, just 10 minutes. Did the same thing again, and her blood looked completely different. All of the red platelet things, the red blood cells were free of each other. They weren't stuck to each other anymore, and they were flowing really easily, sliding past each other like they've been lubricated. And so I watched a few more videos about it all, and it's about the ion exchange. We human beings were always meant to be on the land. We're not meant to be separated by a layer of rubber. Conducts, leather conducts rubber. As soon as we switch to rubber, problems. And so I'm watching these videos, trying to find out more, thinking, perhaps I should get myself a grounding mat for underneath my desk so that when I'm in here and working, I'm still grounded. Perhaps a sheet on my bed too, because I'm listening to all these people's stories. Anecdotal, yes, just their N of one kind of stories, but it's like, wow. Here's the thing, that's the thing, that's what put it in my mind is, I was going to hospital every single day, getting my blood pressure checked every single day that I went in there to have my shin redressed. And those tail ends, the last few days when I'd started walking on the beach in the morning again, my blood pressure was down 125 or whatever. And it had been 140 before that. Not doing anything else different apart from walking on the beach. And when your blood flows, it makes sense, right? I could see it in this lady's blood. All stuck together. Of course it's not going to flow very well. Of course your blood pressure is going to be high, trying to push your blood round when it's thick like that and all stuck together. Kim, you just received some grounding sheets that you ordered. Washed and ready, hopeful. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I bet it makes a big difference. I bet it makes a big difference to the sleep. So yeah, I'm ordering one today, a sheet. I decided, because I couldn't find any king size sheets to put on the whole bed for it. So I've decided to just get, it's a really long, I think it's a single or something like that, but it's actually longer so I could be able to tuck it in. But it's only going to be on part of my body, maybe from after my shoulders or something like that, which is fine. It's enough for grounding. You don't need to be on it all. Arguably, your feet is the best place. That's where our bodies are used to grounding, so I might just put it at the end of the bed. I don't know. I'll try it out. But yeah, let me know how it goes, Kim. I'm excited too to receive it all. I'm going to borrow, hopefully. I don't want to buy one because I'll only need to use it twice. but a tester thing, a grounding tester, to make sure that the sockets in here that I'll be putting them in the ground is actually grounded, to test the sheet and the mat. But yeah, let me know, Kim. I'm excited. I don't know how, like I'd heard about it before, grounding and all of that, and it's like, oh yeah, put your feet on the earth and all of that kind of thing, but I hadn't known the details of it. That's all it takes to lower your blood pressure, and many other things too. My God, it must make such a difference. We're not supposed to be off the ground. Crazy, huh? So I'm excited. 7 of Wands, got to protect ourselves. On this card, we see a strong man behind iron bars. He's in front of a red curtain that symbolises his strong emotions and moral convictions. Yes, we know what we want, right? And who we are and what we'll do and what we won't do for it. The man is defending his position by bending the bar with his bare hands. The 7 bars stand for all the challenges he's faced in his life. His many tattoos tell the stories that emerge from those conflicts. Mine too. They result out of his experiences with aggression, defiance, and the need to protect. He's always stood up for and defended what he believes in. Standing up for ourselves, protecting ourselves. It's like, damn it, I will do this. Especially the whole message of being the change that we want to see in the world. It's come up over and over again in my readings lately, and hearing it from other people too. Buddha said it, didn't he? Was it Buddha? I can't remember. Who said that? Be the change you want to see in the world. Can't remember. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. What's so interesting, Kim, that we're both onto that at the same time, don't you think? Not only that, but it was so weird because the day before, I'd got someone had booked a trauma release reading, and along with it, a guidance reading too. By the way, there's one reduced price for trauma release reading left if anyone wants to book in for that, get the reduction because the price is going up as soon as that last one is ordered. And she booked it. I didn't look at the questions or anything the day before because I don't. It's just like I don't do the work twice kind of thing. I was going to do them yesterday afternoon, and so I waited to have a look at what she'd written to me then. And I read through it. And part of it was on health, and part of it was on her red blood cells and all of that kind of thing, that she'd found out something about herself. And it's like, whoa, this is so weird. And it was so weird, not just because of that. She'd ask questions about other things as well, about gardening. And it's like, this, all of the questions you've asked are all connected. And this is how. So weird. The serendipity of it all, the timing of it all. Getting those readings and asking about that in particular. Wild. Blows my mind sometimes, you know. The way that it all works out. That all works out. So weird. The Queen of Wands. A big brilliant sunflower shines bright like the sun and illuminates the night and surroundings. The Queen of Wands is holding onto the flower, which symbolizes her strength and charisma. The Queen is cheerful and caring to all. Her beauty and warmth attract all kinds of insects to fly towards her in admiration, bite her leg, and then she gets infected. The Queen's enthusiasm ignites positive energy in others. You know? This is good. This is saying, like, keep your good juju out there. You're attracting good things. And yes, it might hurt because you're trying to give out what you haven't received yourself. And know that you're doing that a little bit too much. We know that. The guides have been telling us that, right? And it's because we're lacking in that. We need to realize that, oh, it's me that's missed out. I need to give it to myself as well. It feels very positive, this, like just keep on going. Be the change that you want to see in the world and keep on going with it. You're on track, and especially the whole work thing. Make yourself happy. Try and pass the difference between what society or parents, people around us want for us, from us, want us to do, and what is truly in our heart, because it's often very different, perhaps always. Kim, you have a lot of medical issues. Docs can't figure out chronic pain. Have you watched all of the videos of people saying what it did to them? Inflammation, it takes it down like so fast. That's the thing. It's like, that's why I thought I need one on my bed. I need a sheet on my bed, because for even like, I'm pretty what's the word? Recovery. Because I work out so much, it's the same. It makes inflammation in your body, like a positive inflammation, but your body needs to get over it, right? And your body gets over it when you're sleeping, or not if you don't have a good sleep. And I'm pretty good at recovery because I've optimized for that. I recognize that I eat the right things and I prioritize my sleep and all of that kind of thing. Hello, AI. Thank you. But I am excited to see what a difference that makes. I'm using my red light therapy at the moment on my shin to try and get rid of the scar and get it to heal even more. But yes, inflammation. There's something that they can do, like I think it's a DEXA scan or maybe an MRI or something like that, and they've done it before and after grounding as well. The impact on inflammation is pretty much instant. Isn't that crazy? I love being barefoot too, Lara. But when I think about it, I'm always barefoot in the house. Anywhere you go in Thailand, you can be barefoot. You take your shoes off before you go in places. By the pool as well, but still it's concrete tiles. It's not the same. It doesn't conduct. Sand is the only place that I'm barefoot properly on actual ground. Here the grass, it's that couch grass, you know, it's not the nice grass that you have in England. It's the grass that you have in Australia, in hot places like this. It's, when you stand on the ground with that, there's like gaps between it. It's the grass that grows sideways, you know. We did have it in England, but it was a pest. It was the one that you tried to take out of your garden. So standing, like I tried it yesterday, I stood outside on the background outside my place, and my feet got really dirty. Cards out. Stick around to the end because I'll be pulling one of these out. Secret manifestation cards for everyone. I forgot last time. Sorry about that. Close the show without doing it. Tell us more, please, guides. What are you trying to tell us? It's okay to be us and to persist with it. We're not doing anything wrong. I'm getting a big message from that. We're not doing something wrong. If you're constantly asking yourself, how am I choosing this? I don't get it. How am I choosing this? Knight of Wands. Bearded dude. Knight of Wands. Let's read about him. Knight of Wands. After everything you've worked toward and experienced, your personal goals and ambitions have become crystal clear. Yeah, we're getting more and more clarity, right? You have the self-determination to make things happen and the courage and conviction to pursue your dreams with confidence and ease. You see, we've been getting the strength together to be ready for all of this. Make sure you plan accordingly, or you may feel too rushed along the way. This is the person, the Knight of Wands. They're an affectionate and disciplined individual. They're able to balance their emotions in order to take power and control of their lives, but underneath the surface, they're highly sensitive. This is us, isn't it? The person does not forget harsh words easily and sometimes has trouble letting go of negative attachments. The Knight of Wands is also very determined when it comes to getting things done. Yeah, I'm hesitating because I'm thinking on that negative attachments. This person does not forget harsh words easily. Sensitive, and sometimes has trouble letting go of negative attachments. This whole, why me, Seven of Cups, how am I choosing the whole focus on healing? It's like, what do I need to heal in myself to make this happen? And the guys are saying, girl, it's not you now, it's not you. You just need to take everyone as they are. people give and love and will do things based on what they've been through and who they are in the moment. Sure, we might be expecting a little bit too much. We might be expecting everyone to have the same issues as us and then to overcompensate for it. And so we're expecting them to do fantastic things for us instead of just regular things for us. But this is saying just stick on this path. There's nothing wrong with you. You've been building up the strength and what it takes and your equanimity, I want to say, individuality, taking control of your energy and realizing that nobody else's energy is a barometer of that. What anyone else does has got absolutely nothing to do with your energy. We need to stand firm in that. It's like, okay, it's not about them, it's about me. I'm in charge of my energy. I will do the things that I want to do in my life, need to do in my life, and I'll give myself those things. And wow, if it can come back from someone else, awesome. I will get my validation then. Wouldn't that be great? However, I don't need that, right? I don't need that because I know everyone else is struggling. They might not be able to give me that validation, right? So sometimes I have trouble letting go of negative attachments. This is why we're, especially full moons, constantly needing to and getting the advice through my guides to thinking that you can change this inside of yourself. Oh no. It's disconnected. The Taurus have got up again. Go back to bed, Taurus. Don't use the internet. Oh, Lara, you were behind. Am I back? I think I froze. I think I'm back now. It might be glitchy. Sorry about that. Anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, this is why we keep on getting these messages, and not everything is about us. It's not always our problem. Sure, we need to keep on working on ourselves, but sometimes we're just in these situations like, how am I choosing this? And the guide's like, you're not, but perhaps you are expecting a little bit too much, you know. Not saying lower your standards, but perhaps you're expecting a bit too much of people around you. I'm back. Thanks, Laura. Knight of Wands is also very determined when it comes to getting things done. They have the vision and drive to reach their goals, but can sometimes be too hasty and impulsive due to their enthusiasm. So here we are, pushing ahead, going, okay, I've healed myself. Now, universe, give me the loving and the validation and all of that from the other people. And it's like, crickets, tumbleweed. We're leaders, that's why. And when we're here to create change, does it clump us all together in a nice little unit so we can validate each other and have a happy life? No. It breaks us all apart and has us in different places around the world, not with our people, because we're here to affect change and not be clumped together selfishly going, now we've got a happy life. F anyone else. And the rest of the world, right? Tell us more, please. So we've got all these cool attributes like the Knight of Wands. However, we're sensitive. Yes, we are. Page of Wands. Onesie. The Page of Wands is out next. Could have kept the book open. It's on the same page. The Page of Wands. Courageous, innocent, rebellious, petulant. Yeah, doing things differently. There may be new events and opportunities ahead. Yay. Be sure to move forward with clear intentions, always remembering to be confident in your abilities. The fruition of creativity and ideas. New adventures just beyond the horizon. If anyone wants a full moon reading, they are on this link. I'll put it in the live chat right now, and they're $30 off at the moment. I need to pay my rent, so it'd be great if you could all book one of those. And then I can do that. New adventures. Page of Wands signifies an outgoing and enthusiastic individual who's adventurous and risk-taking. Their innocence, this is us again, Their innocence and positive naivety give them a certain fresh outlook, which may be in many ways a blessing in disguise. Page of Cups. They have not yet been influenced by the stress and chaos of the world, which also allows them to savor and appreciate life's simple pleasure. Or is this someone else? This individual is a bearer of positive opportunities and experience. They have a sense of optimism, kindness, generosity, but possibly also impatience. They came out on Monday. Did I use this deck on Monday? I don't even remember. But I remember saying that. Ace of Swords. What's it on? Ace of Swords. Cool. Aces are nice. I'll start with something. The Ace of Swords indicates a heightened state of spiritual and mental clarity. It's the emergence of great determination and power. A lot of determination and motivation right now. It marks a new beginning, project, plan, or vision. Very often this also connects with an accelerated shift in consciousness as you're able to move ahead with wisdom and truth. New positive changes in your life. A time to stand out on your own against all odds. Like I said, I'm getting that from that Eight of Pentacles, and it was in the full moon reading today. It's like, stop wasting your life, get on with your goals now. And often it's about downsizing and doing what's really right for you, what will truly make you happy. We're being leaders in this, and leaders have to do things differently than everyone else. It sucks because everyone else goes, ah! Right? Everyone else does that. Everyone's like shocked. Oh, you're being different. You're not being yourself anymore. Anyone else got people around them like that? Remember, my brother put it out on social media. She stopped being my sister when she went to uni. You know why? It's because it was the first time in my life that I had good people around me. And I'm like, oh, there are good people out there. I changed toward my family for sure. It's like, and these good people that I was around met my family and they were like, they are hard people, hard-hearted people. And it's like, my reality changed. I'd only been around absolutely horrific people, assholes, absolute mean, nasty people. And then at uni, it's like, not everyone is like that. Yeah, of course, my attitude changed toward my family then. I started to see them as they truly were, but it took many years to see them more clearly than that. Even more clearly enough to go, I don't want anyone like that in my life. I'm not choosing that ever again. Not in them, not in anyone else. No way. It's like once you know something is poison, you stop having it, right? And there's nothing that would make you go better. Anyway. Oh, cool, Lara. Thank you so much. Yeah, get your one question readings in now, your birthday ones. I'm going to give myself a reading today, birthday reading. Should I do that now? It's time to stand out. It's time to go for what it is that we want. We're strong enough now, courageous. We are going to do the things that other people don't want us to do. So what? I can stick it. I can do what they want to do. And I bet you, when they do what they want to do, we'll be there. We'll be there. Cheering them on, not trying to drag them down. I love it when people decide to do what they want to do. I love it. You guys too. Did Shelley make it? I got an email from Shelley. No comment area on your live tonight. She can't get on the live chat. Oops, I just deleted that. Okay, Lara, thank you so much for booking in. What should be the thing you focus on next? I'm feeling naked without a bracelet on. Hang on, I want to put a bracelet on. Left it all this time. Here we go. That's better. It's like when you don't wear your watch. It's weird, isn't it? I'm trying to shift my watch in a different place because I've got a white patch. What should be the thing you focus on next, Laura? Oh. Would you all like to see that? My birthday reading for my year ahead. I might do it right now, live in this show, so you can all see it. And so that I've got a record of it. Compassion and encouragement. Yeah, you know, compassion and encouragement, with regards to what I've just said here, there was a time for us to get more selfish and do things for ourselves. Focus on ourselves, put ourselves first, and that needs to go forward. However, being the change that you want to see in the world, being compassionate, being open and all of that, once you get to the place where you can do that without, and you can be that without needing them to come back with the validation, without having to get the love back from them, letting them just be themselves, you can be compassionate and encouraging to others, and open-hearted and all of that, and be loving without it hurting you when they don't give back. That. Being that. So when we're unhealed, right? When we're compassionate and encouraging and all of that kind of thing, and then it doesn't come back to us, we're like, ouch, each time, ouch. That is the time to get selfish and put ourselves first and give ourselves what we need. But once we become strong enough and then we realize, oh, it's them, it's not me. And so we give out that compassion and encouragement. It doesn't come back to us, but we're not like, ouch anymore. We're like, oh, that's just them. It's okay. It's just where they're at. They need the compassion and encouragement at the moment. I gave it to myself. That. Lara. So yeah, focusing on that compassion and encouragement, not taking it personally if it doesn't come back. Because often the people that we're giving it to are kind of behind us, you know, haven't got that same, they can't give it back. Yeah, and that's when we know when we're going to the wrong people, giving to them and then not getting back from them. That's because we are helping those out that are below us. And not in a hierarchy kind of way, but you know what I mean. Those that haven't found it in themselves yet. So focus on compassion, encouraging other people and all of that kind of thing. You're strong enough now, Lara. And believe in yourself. And you can give it to yourself too. And it kind of sucks, doesn't it? It kind of sucks this. This is like saying you can encourage everyone else, but don't expect encouragement from anyone else. It's like, why? Because, like I said before, we're all these points of change in the world. We're not around those that can give it to us. We're the leaders in it. So, and if at any point you're giving that love and encouragement and that compassion out to others, and you start going, ouch, ouch, then it's time to withdraw, right? And give it to yourself predominantly until you're like, okay, yeah, it's them, it's not me. I don't need it back from them. I need to remember it too, Lara. Thank you for booking in for that, for reminding us all. Really. Because, see, this is the thing. There's a time and a place for everything, for guidance. Not all guidance is valid for everyone at the same time, right? I heard something interesting yesterday. I was listening to a conversation, a podcast about, it was predominantly about children and about social media and smartphones, and children's education took a sharp dive after 2012 because of the smartphone. They're getting stupider because they've got the phones, and are more unhappy because of the phones and social media. It was predominantly about that, but of course we were talking about a lot of social issues and the way that we're headed, especially with algorithms, right? I've got a problem with algorithms. It's so destructive. It's so destructive. When you think that Facebook was supposed to be about connecting with people, right? And now it's turned into, no, you can't connect with people. You can't see what your friends are doing anymore. You can only see these adverts and videos of cats and babies. You can only see the viral stuff, and the viral stuff is the things that are either, what? Huh? Apparently he is a very famous bodybuilder, is because he was. He took steroids. He's wrecked his body, like as a lot of them do, with steroids. And it's made him, and not just steroids, but he was injecting steroids, and he was injecting them are really messing us up. Brenda's here. Who did? Anyway, it's all very interesting, and I think a lot of people are coming to these conclusions too. How I'm frozen with the cat. Oh no, it's stopping and starting. Reconnection successful. It might be okay. Sweetie, can you go? Can you go on the bed? There you go. You stay there. You stay there. Am I back now? I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Okay, let's do this. I know, you guys, you didn't catch all of that. It is what it is. I know, damn the tourists, they got out of bed. Started using the internet, or probably still in bed using the internet, right? That's what we do. Anyway, I do believe that we're in changing times at the moment. We've got to carry on being that change. Now, what about me? Birthday reading, my year ahead, my 53rd, or is it 54th year? I'm 53 today. That means it's my 54th year. Ace of Wands, exciting new starts, passion. Yay! What have we got? Four of Wands, solid, stable foundations, marriage. I doubt it. The Chariot, pulled in two directions. Let's get one more card out. What do you think, Brenda? Not happy with Brenda yesterday. I had to smack her because, hard too, because she attacked me. I was under the red light thing on my face, and she just laid into my hand like too much. She hurt me. So I smacked her properly. Oh, lovers. And then got out from my red light thing because then she wanted to be out, of course, and I wanted to let her out too. Get out, you little rat bag. She's okay this morning though. Can't let her do that. I mean, I like that she likes to play fight and all of that. Me too, but when she goes too far like that, to be shown who's boss, hey? Yeah, but when she's attacked me, for sure, she won't do it again. Yeah, when someone or something like that is aggressive towards you, you got to give it back. If you just let them do it, they're going to carry on doing it, and it's not okay. That's where I went wrong when I was a child. I didn't do it back. I do now. Ace of Wands. I wouldn't just like indiscriminately attack her. No, or playfully I would. Attack me. Kim, you're 53 as well. Yeah, they'll keep on doing it. Got to show them who's boss, especially like pack animals like dogs and cats. Human beings too. Okay, Ace of Wands was what I was. Oh, Four of Materials. For myself, solid foundations for myself. It's about saving, it's about building things up for myself. That's good. Yes, I am getting focused on that now. Again, I kind of let it fly. Long term, it would have to be. I'm not up for anything else. Fears around communication. So manifesting it, start of something long term, but fears around direct communication. Well, this is exciting. This feels like more of the same, to be honest. That doesn't surprise me, and it's going to be about me this year. Yeah. Cool. Who would like a manifestation card? pop your name in the comments, your request in the comments, and I'll get one out. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the show. Get myself one out first. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on. So, what I need to know is to leave the past behind me. This keeps on coming out. I keep on getting the focus card and then this card. If you focus on the difficulties from the past, you're just bringing up more difficult circumstances to you now. If you hold a grudge or blame someone for something in the past, that negative energy harms you. Let it all go no matter what it is. See, that's what I'm getting. All of these memories this morning about shitty birthdays and people not doing stuff for me, and I'm realizing now, it's okay. It wasn't about me. Do it for you and watch your life get better in every area. Okay, I will. It's been a big theme, I think, of my 53rd year. Last year was, well, I was 52, was that leaving the past behind, it coming back up again, then you've reached that greatest part of the secret. Be happy right now. I'll keep it up there just so that you can see it, because I think it just glitched again. Barbara. As you rise higher, you take the world with you. Because there's no limit to the good thoughts you can think, good words you can speak, or acts of kindness you can perform. There's no limit to how high you can increase your frequency. Your positive frequency emanates out like the ripple from a stone thrown into water, touching our planet and everything living thing on it. And you know what else I just got from that? You take the world with you. And yes, we might be leading the way, and you might not receive back from human beings as you would like to, but that's okay. We get extra lucky when we do it. The universe makes sure that we receive. I know I am so lucky. People have noticed it. My ex used to call me Fully Lucky Claire. And the universe tries to give to me as much as it possibly can through winning things and stuff like that, and just things going my way. But we can't receive back from human beings because they're not of the level that can give to us. Just know that. So as you rise high, you take the world with you. Allow yourself to be a leader. Barbara. Velma. Velma? What does Velma need to know? You know, when the cat joins me for work, it makes it quite tricky because she does want to get involved, playing with the cards and getting on the table. Velma, think before you want it to go. Set that in motion. If nothing else, it will get you aligned with what it is that you're actually doing and what you're doing it for. Sometimes we just go through the motions with no intentions. Intentions are very important. We are vibrational beings. Doing things with intention is very different than just doing something. Frozen. Doesn't look like it to me. Robin. Robin's up next. Hope you're getting most of these messages anyway. Your imagination creates, Robin. Stress, worry, and anxiety simply come from projecting your thoughts into the future and imagining something bad, which causes your feelings to plummet. And when you imagine something bad, you're creating what you don't want. Instead, when you're feeling worried, ask yourself, what do I want? Then imagine that instead. Less of the worry. Difficult to turn that around, I know. Lara. Lara. Compassionate Lara. I'm excited with the ending, Velma. I can't remember now. Sorry. You saw the card though, hey, Velma. Your imagination creates. Don't worry. Lara, focus is everything. This is the other one that I get usually. If you're thinking about it, if you're talking about it, you're inviting it into your life. Don't do it. Be careful when you're complaining. And no, we need to be clear on what it is that we don't want, right? But we're expecting too much of human beings that haven't worked on themselves, for sure. For sure. Kim, be aware of your power. You're powerful, Kim. Whenever you think of it, bring yourself back to the awareness of now. Do it hundreds of times each day. Remember all your power is in your awareness of your power. So, how I like to think about this is living life as a conversation with the universe, or our guides is another way to put it. Knowing that you've got a team around you. Thank you, Yolo. That's you, Kim. Yolo, would you like one? I'll get one out for you anyway. Welcome, everyone. Yolo, you've got money comes to me effortlessly and easily, suggesting that you don't believe this. Yeah, constant contact and intentions. Yolo, money comes to you easily and effortlessly. If you've held thoughts in the past that only money can come through your job, or like working hard, or do something that you don't want. A lot of people have that, right? It's like it's got to be a little bit painful to get good money. Let it go. Let that thought go. You can appreciate that. Can you appreciate that as you continue to think that it must be what you experience? Tell a different story. Money can come from any and every direction. Opening our minds to how it can come in different ways. YOLO. There you go. Thanks everyone for coming along. Thank you for all of your birthday wishes. You made my day. And yeah, let's do this all over again in 2 days' time. And what else? I'm putting a pick a card readout. It's going to go out tomorrow night. I'm stopping doing everything on the same day now. Here she comes. Flossie. Thanks everyone. And yeah, if you do want move out the way. If you do want a full moon reading, book yourself in. They are $30 off today. So I'll see you all next time. Bye. And I'll try and have a really good day and not be remembering about how everyone doesn't do stuff for me. Do it for myself instead.